Hello guys, I'm Brad. You can call me Brad the American. Brad, doesn't matter. And this is just some zombie stuff I have right here. And as of right now, it is December 23rd. Right now, I'm just gonna talk about where I've started with gaming for the most part. Back in the day, well, I'm 17 right now. Probably when I was, I don't know, 8 maybe older. I have no idea. But I used to play PlayStation. Used to play a lot of Need for Speed with one of those little steering wheels. Games like Frogger. I played. Frogger was kick-ass. I may be coughing a little bit through this because I'm a little sick. But whatever. So I played Frogger, Need for Speed, some Test Drive, Unlimited 6 maybe, I don't know. No, not Unlimited. Test Drive 6. I tried some Super Nintendo, some Nintendo 64. Super Nintendo I used to play the SimCity, some Donkey Kong Country stuff. On the 64 I played GoldenEye, Mario Kart, some fun stuff. On the original Nintendo, I played Mario, the platform. I sucked at it, so I didn't really get too much into that. I played the Ninja Turtle games, one of them anyways. I played some Monster Truck game, that was awesome, but then the game stopped working, so I wasn't too happy about that. And about this time, I was into Legos and Lincoln Logs also, and I used to play with that crap all the time. When I got my PS2, I got PlayStation 2. I played games like Destroy All Humans 2, which is still one of my all-time favorite games. And I was really interested in this game. You played as an alien, you killed people, awesome, right? And I played the first one, and this is all right, but it's the second one is much better. Then I played the third one, which was only on PS3, and it was released in Australia and New Zealand. I wasn't too happy about that. I thought the game would be awesome. I ended up getting it off eBay, and well, it kind of sucked. I mean, the engine was kind of upgraded. The character movement was a little better, but the fading crap, which I didn't really care from the first and second games, like buildings faded in and out when you got a certain far away. I didn't really care, but in the third game, it happened like a lot more, and it was just retarded. Like, I'd destroy a building, I'd move 50 feet, it's basically the distance of a commando lunge, and then the building would respawn after I destroyed it. So, in the first Destroy All Humans, and the second, I go around destroying cities, and it would take probably maybe a half hour for buildings to start respawning, maybe. Third game, they respawn, like, instantly. Like, they're skipping that kill cam, and there they go. Another thing I hated about it was, the story, the missions were really repetitive. And the whole game basically felt like I had to freeze time crypto, oh, right there I just got my trophy, which I didn't even know about. So, yeah, the Orthopox guy, Poxy, he's my bud. But, yeah, he would just say, use the fist, crypto. And that got annoying, hearing him say that every 2 seconds. And that's basically the whole game. You help this ninja guy. Freeze time, you throw ninjas away from him. Or, no, not ninjas, but the SWAT teams or whatever. And then another mission where you gotta save this guy. Then you throw ninjas away, and you gotta keep doing it over and over. So basically, it was really tough, so I had to upgrade my power fist thing. I had to go do these challenge type things. Duck people. Like a vacuum. That's what I like, that improvement where like this flying saucer becomes like a vacuum cleaner and just suck up people. And basically, you could upgrade this freeze time, so maybe it's 30 seconds. Do this the whole game. And I got my PlayStation in 2008 for Christmas, and I was really excited for it. I got Motor Storm, Grand Theft Auto 4. Shortly after Christmas, I got Call of Duty World at War. I wasn't really big into Call of Duty at the time. I played some of it at my cousin's house on the PS2. I played Call of Duty 3, Call of Duty Big Red One, which was basically a spin-off of Call of Duty 2. I never played it. Regular Call of Duty 2. I don't like how they did with the numbers. Yeah, you can have 2 Call of Duty 2s. That makes sense, right? Just like with the Guitar Heroes, they got like a million of them. But the third game in the series is not the third one or whatever. That makes sense. So, yeah, I played Call of Duty Big Red 1, which was my favorite back in the day. And now COD 4 and World at War are my favorite, but so I didn't really hype Call of Duty games. I just looked at it as, yeah, it's first-person shooter. I shoot people. Yeah, it's fun. I really liked it. I got World at War, and then that's when I really started to like Call of Duty. So when I first got World at War, I was terrible, fucking awful. I was probably a .8 KDR player, and that's not really good. So whatever. Then I got COD 4, maybe a month or two after that. And my very first game, well, my very first game for World at War was probably 6 and 12, something like that. And I seem to remember the first games pretty well, because I guess I'm most excited, so it just stays in my memory easier. So then got COD 4. My first game was like 16 and 4. I remember this. It was on Overgrown. My very first match on Overgrown went 16 and 4, and then I won the game. And then when I got COD 4 out, by that time, at near the halfway through COD 4's lifespan for me, before Modern Warfare 2 came out, anyways, I was pretty much like a 1.2 KD player. And then right before Modern Warfare 2 was coming out, just maybe a month before, I was about maybe a 2 KD player. The stats don't show it though, because I was bad. I put myself in a big asshole. Like in World at War, my KD I think I've brought it up to like .9 something, but it was just so bad, and it's like I can't even bring that up. So Modern Warfare 2 comes around. Like when it started, I could run around, run and gun like COD 4 and World at War, and I was about doing 3-4 KDs, 2 if it was maybe a bad game. Really bad game is of course lower than that, but then maybe a month or two after Modern Warfare 2, I broke the damn case, because that's when the bullshit started coming. Everyone's using Commando. Everyone's using the care package glitch to run a million miles an hour. I remember one time on the small map. I don't know. One of those really small maps, not Rust. The one with all the colors. That's really descriptive. But some guy had a care package thing in his hand. He ran in a circle around me, like dodging my bullets, and he knifed my ass. And I was really angry about that. So I broke my case. Doesn't exist anymore. Got a new case though. I got that. I don't play that game anymore, because just every game I go into, people are Marathon Lightweight Commando silenced UMP. A lot of people say, "Oh, the UMP's not overpowered." Well, you pop a silencer on that, and it lowers the recoil a lot. And at close range, it has like, when you're aiming down the sights, you go faster than the other guns. You move the same speed when you're aiming down the sights with that. And it pretty much had all the advantages of an assault rifle and like none of its disadvantages. So, it was powerful, had very low recoil if you put a silencer on. So, although sometimes I guess it could have that random ass recoil. And people just noob tubes now. It's like, I get on. People are using grenade launchers, so I get off. A few days later, I get back on. Oh, first match I get into. One-man army danger close. Yeah, so don't play that anymore. So I struggled to do I struggled to consistently get a 3 to 4 KD in that game. So I'd get a 2 if I was lucky, because I just couldn't adjust to the game. I didn't like the maps. They were horse shit in my opinion. You play COD 4, you play World at War, the maps are completely different. You play Modern Warfare 2, it's like every map is a landscape. Okay, a state, you got a hill and a house. Okay. You have Afghan. Okay, you got some hills, some walking shit, just a bunch of landscape with some bunkers in it, whatever. And I didn't really like the layout because they had like a lane in the middle, 2 lanes on the outside. The outside's the map. I just didn't like the layout. So basically, I had a 2 KD in that game, and then Black Ops came around. I got a 3 KD, so, well, 3.03 maybe, I don't know, but it doesn't really matter. So there are a lot of ghost people in that game, which doesn't really bug me, but it bugs me when they're hiding in corners. Like, well, you can never check every single corner. Let's say he's hiding on the left corner in this building. Well, if I go to that building and then go to the right, then I miss out on that corner. You can't check every corner. That's like checking every ass of a horse in a stable. You can't do it. There is no way. So the problems with the games, one about Modern Warfare 2 with the grenade launchers and the knifing. Oh, and the spawning too. That's pretty bad. But it's kind of bad in Black Ops too. Except when the updates, they kind of improved them. Just look at those really shitty random ones. I remember in Modern Warfare 2, I was on Skid Row, Domination, and one of my friends, Jordan, which is like an asshole most of the time, because he likes to piss me off, and he laughs when I rage at him. So, one time his sister joined session, and so I'm up near the B flag, so his sister kills me, and basically there's this room where you can go around you can basically go in a circle around this room. She killed me, and I just skip my kill cams because I can't fucking stand looking at them. I just have to skip them. I'm very OCD also. You can probably see that in some videos, but whatever. So she killed me, I skipped the kill cam. She kills me again. I skip that kill cam. And then I get knifed by her. I skip that kill cam, and I spawn on those stairs, like the green stairs. And she's there with a freaking automatic shotgun. Boom, I'm dead. So I don't know why it would spawn me in the same exact spot every time. Well, not really the same exact spot. Why couldn't it spawn me near my other flag? It always had to spawn me near the middle flag, especially near an enemy that just killed me. So I probably had 5 deaths in a row, right off the spawn. I don't know. I guess it may be my fault for just skipping the kill cam, but really, is it my fault that I'm spawning there? So, whatever. Then in COD 4, people say, oh, the M16's overpowered, but it seems like casual players can't use burst weapons for shit. The M16 wasn't really a problem. I guess if you're in game battles, which I'm not interested in, because it's not really about skill. It's just more about who has the headset. That's pretty much what it is. It's like, oh, I can hear him walking across the map. I'm skilled, but no, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to get into that. Then there's the MP5, which I guess maybe it could be overpowered, but I don't know. I didn't really see much problem. But then, oh, the grenades. Grenades are fucking gay in that game. Yeah, whatever. Then World at War. You had the MP40, which to me, yeah, I hated that gun. I didn't use it myself unless someone else had it. Because hell, you can't always outgun someone that has an MP40 when you have a Guvar or what's that? The SVT or something. You can't do it. You can't always do it. Because if they can 2-hit you, you got to get your 3 shots off or whatever before they can just randomly 1-hit you in the face. So, MP40 Juggernaut, MP40 stopping power, it really didn't matter. If you had an MP40, it's hard to beat them unless you get the first shot, I guess, or they just really suck at shooting. So the only way to counter it was pretty much using the MP40 yourself. Then Modern Warfare 2, you have the grenade launchers, and there's pretty much no counter to that. You have the blast shield, but that doesn't work for shit. You can use grenade launchers back, which is what I normally do, if I don't back out. Well, yeah, I recorded a game where I get into a match, I get noob tubes, so I switch right to the grenade launcher. Didn't really get him a whole lot. So I stayed in for 3 games, and I used the grenade launcher right back at him until he left, and in the 3rd game, he actually left. Favela, that was the map I was thinking of, the colorful one, the very descriptive description of Favela. So, yeah, so I used the grenade launcher on his team, yeah, and then he backed out. It was like God Glory or something, some religion nut. Yeah, so he backed out, and so I got off the game because I wasn't too happy. I wasn't having fun. Grenade launcher's retarded. There's no point in using it, but people insist on playing the game every single day of their life, sort of like me, but they just use the grenade launcher. You sit in a building, just launching bullshit across the map, so whatever. In Black Ops, the AK-74U is not that, it's not as powerful as the other guns in the other games, but it outguns all the other submachine guns. Clearly, I mean, you get a grenade launcher on it, you get that grip, get that double tap shit. Then you had the shotguns are not overpowered. I don't think they are at all. In Modern Warfare 2, they kind of were. The Spaz could pretty much snipe people. So could the ACR. These freaking like zero recoil weapon, dude. Well, not really zero recoil. If you want to snipe in that game, don't use a Baird or an intervention. Use an ACR. That's what everyone does. So, oh yeah, the sleight of hand pro. That's nonsense. I think it's retarded. It's a one-hit weapon. It should be used for long range. You shouldn't be able to bring it up instantly and use it as a close-range weapon. That's just whatever. But you don't have to agree with me. If you don't agree with me, you're probably Jewish. I don't care. So Black Ops, you get the AK-74, which is not much of a problem compared to MP40, but a lot of people use it. People say, well, it's overused doesn't make it overpowered. Well, why do you think it's overused? People aren't going to use the Mac 11. People are not. If you saw that every single game, like, I mean, would you say, oh, I don't know. Oh yeah, and another console which I can't believe I completely forgot about, but GameCube. On GameCube, I used to play Time Splitters 2, and no, first I got, this was on Christmas. This was a long time ago, before my PlayStation 3 and stuff. So I went to my grandma's house for Christmas. Maybe it was Christmas Eve. I think it was. That's when we always go. So she gave me Time Splitters Future Perfect, and I thought, this is the greatest game of all time. It's a first-person shooter. It has some humorous moments in it. You play as you basically travel in time, going after this bad guy who creates this army of time splitters, I guess, and you basically have to go and stop the war before it ever happens. And in the second game, there was a bad story. It was pretty much bad. You just wasn't too much dialogue. Played as certain characters. Whatever. So you play as I don't know. There's this funky guy. I don't remember his name, but he had this mustache. It was really cool. And he goes after this callous guy. You pretty much kill these assassins. You got to save his girlfriend or whatever. What kills these? And then all of a sudden, at the end of it, there's like these time assassins or cyborg things. I don't know. And I thought they were time assassins when I first played it because they looked kind of familiar to the time assassins in the third game. But they weren't. I went to the multiplayer thing and it said cyborg whatever, cyborg freaks or cyborg ninjas, cyborg Nazis. I don't know. So you can also play as a monkey, which moves faster than the other characters, although he was smaller, of course. The multiplayer was kick-ass. And then I got You know, I really don't know if I got the second or third one first. Now that I think about it, but you know, I ended up liking the third time. It's sort of like GoldenEye, but in my opinion, it was better. You could even go to the options on the start menu when you're playing. You change it so like when you turn around, you know, rather than having your guns always centered in the middle with the crosshair, your guns could actually point to the side of the screen and shit when you're turning, sort of like GoldenEye did. You know, you could play as a T-Rex, you could play as a goldfish in a bowl thing on a robot body, play as a gingerbread man, Cortez, which is the main character, and you basically just go get these time crystals in story mode, and the multiplayer was fun. I loved the multiplayer. Resistance. Resistance was, Resistance Fall of Man, which is the first Resistance in the series. I really love that. That was awesome. I was like, oh, sweet, these aliens, or whatever the fuck they are. Which there was basically this plague or whatever. They got into the people or something. I don't know. And then they turned into these Chimera. Which is actually, I think that's like a Greek word. You can look it up. Some shit like that. But they're called Chimera. And basically you're Nathan Hale. I think that's what his name was. You're an American, you go to Britain, you fight off the shit, and blah blah blah, you blow up some shit, you shoot some oh my fucking god. You shoot some shit, you blow up some shit, end of story. You get some awesome guns, so the weapon wheel is cool. The second game, Resistance 2, story mode was alright. I don't know. I thought the narrative of the first story mode was kinda cool. I'm not sure which I like better. They're both kinda cool. But the story mode, it just seemed it was a little different. I didn't like how they got rid of the weapon wheel. I like the weapon wheel. You pretty much, it's like, okay, you use whatever gun you got, but you may not get ammo for it until later, so you just use a different weapon. I didn't like how Hale died. Although I was like, clearly he got his fucking, well, spoiler alert, skip a few seconds if you don't want to hear this, but Hale pretty much got his head blown off. Not really blown off, but Capelli, Joseph Capelli, who you play as in the third Resistance, which is coming out September 6th, 2011. I want that so bad. You're playing as Capelli. In the second game, at the end of it, Hale basically turned. He was basically talking like Daedalus, which is the end boss. He's like, "It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Nom 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 nom." He's looking at the sky. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the second game takes place in America, by the way, in San Francisco for the most part, I think. Yeah, for the most part it's in San Francisco. Oh yeah, you're in Frisco, bitch. So, and I think some of it's in Chicago too, but, you know, whatever. The black guy's family lived there or whatever, so you go there, I don't know. I think that's where it is. That's where some Grims are. And you get that fucking Saab blade shooter, which I thought was like the worst gun they could ever put into the game, arguably. You know, it's either the saw blade gun, which I don't remember the name, or the pistol, which was the Magnum. It shot explosive rounds. I did not like that at all, and it's a secondary in multiplayer, which in the competitive game modes, which is like your team deathmatch, your capture ship. I like that crap. You know, there's core control, which I think you went and capped shit. There was this one where there's this ball. You just grab this ball and return it to your base. Basically, like capture the flag, but capture the ball or whatever. I don't know what the name. I don't know what the name of the game mode was though. You had a few game modes. Skirmish was my favorite though, because basically it was a mix of capturing these objectives, and like after a certain amount of time, it would select a random person on each team. Well, first it'd go back and forth, but someone would be chosen the target, and the other team would have to go kill them in a minute and a half or whatever. And if they kill them, boom, they get more points. If they don't kill them, well, the team that basically was the target gets more points. You know, whatever. So, in my favorite game mode, I didn't play the competitive that much, because it's like, everyone's using the auger, which is, you know, I guess arguably it could be the overpowered gun in the multiplayer, but I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it that much in that game. It just didn't feel as fluent as Call of Duty. Like the movements, you know. It's still fun though. But the co-op mode, which was just my favorite, I loved it. I still play it sometimes. Basically, it can be up to 8 people, and you go into these maps, Basically, story mode maps. They're also in competitive mode. So you just go in these maps and there's an objective. You kill stuff. You kill a boss. Go to the objective. End of story. Sometimes it would change up. This one you could you level up these 3 different characters: the medic, the soldier, and the special ops. Special ops is my least favorite because you get a burst weapon. You throw ammo packs when you level up. You get mines and crap. You unlock new secondaries. Right now I only have a bullseye, but you can get like some crazy shit. You can get this berserk. There's invisibility, which makes you invisible for a little bit, and enemies won't shoot at you because they can't see you. It actually makes you translucent, so you're not really completely invisible. You're like the light still shines through you. Basically, you can see just a little bit. There's one that gives prototype ammo, which I guess refills your ammo, and whenever people pick it up, it gives them shit. Then there's the third one, which I don't have, but it basically gives you, it's like some rocket launcher. Shoots a big blast of white explosiveness. It's powerful. Works well on bosses. Maybe it's the fisheye. I don't know. The soldier had a minigun. Had a shield on it. You could put up. This is basically the one that shields everyone from shit. The best strategy is have them up front with their shield up. They shoot crap. And special ops gives them the ammo so they can keep that shield up and no one gets shot. And then the medic, heals people. Shoots the secondary fire mode for the medic gun. Shoots a beam of this white, green, bluish beam or whatever, and it healed people. And the medic, and you could heal yourself too with the primary function. If you shoot enemies, it drains their life. You get the health. In Resistance 3, they removed the co-op mode for that 8-man shit. There's no more of that. But they did bring in the co-op story mode, which was in the first game, but it was only offline, split screen. And you can also do it online in Resistance 3 though. And they're putting more emphasis on the competitive modes, like team death matches, capture the core, or whatever. So I'm excited for that. I might get into that. And in the story mode, you can actually upgrade your weapons, and they brought the weapon wheel back, which I'm really happy for. I saw the trailer. The guy was using an auger with this sight on it, which looks awesome. It had it seemed like it had a slower fire rate too. So I'm guessing. So I read somewhere that they're adding the more you use the gun, basically the more you can upgrade it. So use it up, levels up, basically like the Time Crisis and Time Crisis 3, I think. There's this, you use the pistol. I don't know about the pistol, but when you use like machine guns, the shotgun, and the grenades, the more you use them, this little bar would fill up at the bottom of the screen. When that was full, it leveled it up, and you got more ammo, stuff like that, bigger capacity, more bullets in the spread, stuff like that. And I don't know if I went over this. I think I was talking about GameCube earlier, and I just completely forgot. But I was going about Time Splitters. But NASCAR, I used to play NASCAR in there. NASCAR 2005. That was my favorite racing game, like ever. And I even tried a NASCAR game on the PlayStation 3. I played a few demos. I think it was, I don't know, maybe 2008 or 2009. But one of them I thought really sucked, and I played the one that was made before it. And I actually like that, and I haven't got into it though, because it just doesn't feel the same. And then there's a newer one coming out. I'm not gonna get that though. I can't spend too much time going in circles. I've also played some Wolfenstein. I really love World War II games, so that's why I liked World at War for the most part, and all the early Call of Duties. I didn't play the first one, didn't play the second one. I started a big red one and went up from there. Need for Speed. I've also played Need for Speed Most Wanted and Carbon on the GameCube. I love those. And then that was pretty much the last one I got. I've also played the Tony Hawk Underground games. Loved them. Day of Reckoning series. Awesome. But my memory card for my GameCube, I haven't played it in so long. Oh, wait, X-Men Legends. X-Men Legends I love. But like an idiot, I forgot what was on the memory card. I haven't played it in so long. And the thing was corrupted, but it wasn't really destroyed. It still worked randomly. I'd have to like take it out, put it back in. And then sometimes it would work. But I reformatted it, which deleted everything. So I lost all my Time Splitters progress. I lost all the characters I unlocked, the secret weapons, all the maps I made, lost all my X-Men Legends progress, my Day of Reckoning characters, story mode, stuff like that. Yeah, so, I like World War II. See, I'm jumping around a lot. I like World War II, so that's why I like those Call of Duty games. And then I got Wolfenstein, which I really liked. Played that. I like the fact that I can upgrade my weapons. I also played Fallout 3. If you guys are into that Fallout shenanigans, go to Orchidea. Orchidea has a YouTube channel. He has all these guides for Fallout 3. He's actually doing New Vegas now. I don't know if he started the main quest, but he's done some weapons so far. Stuff like that. Weapons, some side quests, but he hasn't started the main quest yet. And he's on PC, so he's in like, I don't know, Sweden or something. I think he's in Sweden. I don't know. I think maybe I don't know if it's a he or she, to be honest, but Orchidea lives in a different country on PC, uses PC Fallout. So basically, what you can do on PC is you can restart this. Cat, get away from me! Basically, restart the story missions. Do all that. You can cheat and do all that crazy crap. He doesn't cheat though. Well, he does use the cheats to reset storylines, so he makes videos for different quests. Do a bunch of crap, so he can do all the videos for the stuff. And he did a bunch of bobblehead stuff. The DLC quests, the bobbleheads, the book locations, secret weapon locations, like the combat shotgun had the terrible shotgun, which was pretty good. The alien weapon, these secret things, unmarked quests. So you may want to check that out. And by the way, I have 6 cats, and I love them very much. Except maybe a couple of them, because they like to annoy me and claw me and shit like that. But whatever, whatever. Oh, and my account name, SML Sunshine. Now, the reason it's SML Sunshine is because when I got my PlayStation, it said I had to make a master account. So, naturally, I asked my mom, "Yo, Mom, can you make a master account?" And she did. And then she named it SML Sunshine. Her initials. But if anyone asks, just tell them SML is Smelly Monkey Liquors. And then Sunshine, because she likes the outdoors and the sun and all this garbage. She likes the tan and all this nonsense. But it doesn't really matter. So I just ended up getting stuck with that. And I didn't feel like making a new account because I was just new to it. I don't think I knew how. I'm not sure if I did or not. But whatever. So that's all I had to say. Just enjoy the rest of the video, and Merry Christmas.
Wait, what? Would you do that for me? So? Would you do it for me? No, you're not always on your laptop. What would you do for me? What? Yeah, I know that, but what would you? Because if you were going to do something for me. Oh, yeah, that's what I remember. I just think that I asked you that before. You answered. I asked whenever I do something, or you do something for me. I always have to do something. Give you something and do something. Okay, whenever I do something. Ah.